Welcome back to Token Watch, day 14. This is the second time I'm recording this video. I woke up this morning at 6 and the price was at $98, just about to touch 100. And I recorded and I was, super ecstatic and stuff like that. But I thought I'd do another recording because I think this is more interesting. Obviously I could have been super hyped, and I am. I mean, the fact that we're even challenging 90 right now and using this as resistance is insane. So, but I thought I'd slow things down and take a look. The Discord's obviously ablaze. We'll take a look at kind of where we are today from yesterday, the rise that happened last night. This isn't a new thing. So this is the second or third time I've woken up at 6 a.m. West Coast time. I'm over in Vancouver. To find that the price has, just absolutely exploded. So clearly that, time overnight is in the U.S. So, people who are awake in Europe and in Asia, the price is moving, which, should hopefully give us a good indicator of who the majority of holders are. I don't think it's people in the U.S. in terms of the people who are moving the price. A couple of things happened. I believe we got listed on CoinMarketCap, so I think that was, let's look at price 24 hours. Maybe we didn't, let's see. Okay, so we did get listed on CoinMarketCap. Add that to my favorite. No, I'm not logged in. This is huge. This is a website that a lot of people use. This will hopefully, help push the price, even higher. And this is why I've been kind of talking about this the last couple of days, that we were still early days. We were sitting around 30, then we jumped up to 70 yesterday, then we, today jumped up to 100, and we're still sitting under 10,000 total holders, which is kind of the main thing. Like when you look at Shiba, for example, and we'll just pull it up. I believe it's SHIB or Shiba maybe. Here it is. So Shiba is obviously a more mainstream coin, but they're at 590,000 holders and $7.2 billion market cap. So I'm not saying this has the potential to rival that, but if you just look at it comparatively and looking at kind of what it is and who's backing it and the community that's being built, I honestly can't get over the fact that I just think this is still early days, and I think the price of this token could eventually reach above $1,000 per token with its limited supply. So last night, price obviously skyrocketed. I went to bed. So yesterday we had this massive jump. Everyone was freaking out that we had gone parabolic. We were hanging out around 30 for a while, and then we had this massive move up towards 70. Closed at 70, challenged 70 for a bit. We were hanging around 67, 64, and I was going to go to bed, and I was like, honestly, the fact that we've even hit 60, we were happy about 50. Actually, we were happy about 40 when that yesterday. So the fact that we went up to 70 was huge, and I was looking at it and I was like, okay, well, if history is a teacher with this coin, we tend to have a giant spike or jump followed by some sideways trading with a slight increase, and then another massive jump. And so it happened last night. So I went to bed. I woke up. It was at $98 when I first woke up. I was freaking out. I made my video. But everyone was like, make sure you record when we cross 100, and I kept recording, and then didn't cross 100, which is fine. I think the $100 mark specifically is a psychological barrier for some people. Also, some people might have had when let's say people who got in below $10, they might have had an idea of, hey, if this thing ever hits 100 or close to 100, I'm out no matter what. A lot of people trade like that. I personally think this can go higher just based on its fundamentals, based on how early it is, 14 days into the coin, under 10K holders, just hitting 100 million market cap. So I just, I have a different belief in this coin and where I want this to go, and, how I want to take my money out if I ever do take it out, type of thing. So again, cheers to those who made their money, and we should be happy for people who got out at the price they wanted to and made potentially life-changing gains. What you're seeing right now, and it's kind of fluctuated back and forth, are people getting out. You have people who maybe got in, 3 tokens, 9 tokens, let's see, 20 tokens. So it's people who might have gotten in, over the last couple days and chucked in a couple bucks and saw it 2 or 3x overnight, and they're, for them that's great. They're not in the community. They're not seeing, they're not doing as much diligence. They're not looking at, Twitter, whatever. They just saw this token. They saw it was on a nice rise. They got in. They got out. They're happy. They're not trying to risk anything. And to those people, we say kudos. Here's a $25,000 buy that someone just did. So just for context, this person's spending $25,700 for 276 tokens. Obviously, if he would have bought in on day one, just 14 days ago, he would have been spending $276. So instead, he's spending 25 or almost 26K. Just to give you some reference. The other major thing that happened last night, besides the price moving, is the holders exploded. So I think we covered it. I think we were pushing 6, maybe we were like 5.4, if I remember correctly. In the last 24 hours, we've gone from 6,000 whatever to almost 7.2K holders. So this is catching on in terms of people learning about it. And sorry, it's been hard to sleep recently. I think over the next couple days, as this percentage starts to show up on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap and Uniswap and everything, and more people catch on to this, they're going to be like, look, the market is down. Let's see. We're already on CoinMarketCap. The market's down, 3% over the last day. ETH is down 13%. I mean, it's just a sea of red right now. And in a sea of red, to have this opportunity is just insane. Like, it's absolutely insane. And it's honestly what's probably pushing a lot of people over to MillionToken. They just are, looking at a sea of red. They're impatient. That's the other thing you have to remember, is that the people who are moving from these large coins over to Million and bought in yesterday, the day before, today even, like, they're impatient to begin with. They're looking at this and they're saying, oh crap, like, I'm not getting the gains I thought I was, type of thing. A lot of people hold Bitcoin and hold Ethereum for the long term. I have a bit of Bitcoin. I did transfer all my Ethereum into MillionToken, but they look at it as a more kind of stable long-term asset, which I think it is. I think it's got the right market dynamics and brand presence and just asset pressure. There's this great video by Investing Made Simple, and he looks at like stocks that are 130 trillion, bonds which are 110 trillion, and real estate which is up there 90 trillion or 100 trillion. And then he looks at crypto, which is previously a 2 trillion, 1.3 trillion now dollar market, and they're just like, where do you expect this next generation to make its wealth, right? You can't buy a house, it's too expensive. Stocks are overvalued. Bonds are, the return is nothing. It's like 3% or 1.6%. It's just awful. So this is the chance, and for a generation of tech-savvy people like myself and people who are about my age who are entering the workforce, they're comfortable taking this risk, and they're comfortable putting their money into crypto because they're more digitally native, right? They understand the space, and they need to have their money grow the same way our parents and our grandparents' generation did. They just don't have the same tools. So all said, I think a lot of people, apparently there was a big buy here. Okay, there's a 100K buy. Discord's freaking out. Price just jumped. They're very excited. So you can see things like 91.7, so 91.2. Let's refresh it. Should be closer to 94. 94.12. So this is what a 100K buy does to the price right now. Guy puts in 100,000. Price goes up $2. Just to give you a kind of rough sense of. And this is this guy also 4 minutes ago bought 25K. I think I'd mentioned that. I like sitting on here on the Etherscan looking at the trades because it kind of gives you a sense of how people are feeling. I think it hit that 100 or got close to 100, and people got a little bit nervous. They, or they had their kind of limits set in terms of where they wanted to sell. They sold. That's fine. But what's incredible is to see, people push past that and the price to continue to go up. And there's another $5,000 buy, another $2,000 buy. Um, I mean, I think on my last video I also predicted. I don't know if I said 100 at the end of the month or 500. I don't know what I said, but I mean, who who could have predicted this? I mean, this is just in the last 24 hours has been $40 million in volume. Um, you can see they're building that nice resistance at 90, and hopefully, this can help rebound, forward. I think this is really healthy, seeing people sell off and take their gains and allowing new entrants to come in. And I think the $100 mark specifically, people like right now, the people who are buying and making these trades, these purchase orders, I think they saw 100 as shit. Maybe it's peaked, but the fact that it's come down and settled, they're sitting there, they're waiting, they're calculating, and then they'll buy in. So I think this is nice. The sells, after a large run up, people sell off, gives new entrants a point to get in to kind of continue to ride that wave and that momentum. So we are very excited for this, and we will see what happens. Good new support levels being built. 7,178 holders, which if you look back at my past videos, it's just been absolutely insane. Yeah, I mean, I put in, $120 on the first day, and now I can buy a car, which is what my girlfriend and I are talking about. But I don't think this is the we've talked a lot about the price and getting out and stuff, but I genuinely don't think this is, the top, so, or anything close to it. So this is Token Watch on day 14. It has been a crazy day. I'm not going to make this a long video and try and catch 100 if it hits today. That's fine if it doesn't. We should be very happy with the run-up. Always make sure to look at the context and see where we've been over the last couple days. And I like to scroll up in the Discord sometimes and see the prices that we were fighting for. And everyone's like 40, 40, 40, 50, 50. And then from there we're now sitting at 94. So absolutely incredible and a really exciting thing to have watched over the past couple days. And for now, this is Token Watch signing out. It's $94. Expect the price to potentially be drastically different tomorrow, but we'll make sure to have a look at it. And again, congratulations to anyone who's continued to hold and to the moon.